people showing off or trying to just prove that they can do it for the sake of being able to do it.
Yeah.
But
there's no reason.
There's no merit.
No financial reason.
No.
So it's just jolly good hipster fun.
That's exactly what it is.
Was it Tanglewood?
Yes, that was a new game, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so it's plausible.
He's a
It's
third
only
expert.
market cartridges, like actual
You
cartridges.
can make money off it. Like, there's a Kickstarter campaign recently. So there's been multiple Kickstarter campaigns for new Mega Drive games and stuff like that, and they make good money off it. So there is money to be made. But legally, I don't think you'd be allowed to make something good without giving. You can make it, strike a deal. You can strike a deal. But once again, no one's going to want to back a Kickstarter to get a shit 4,000 game. It's a bit different. It's a different level to a Mega Drive game.
This isn't Shenmue 3 here. This isn't Shenmue 3 like this.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's right for that. But like, I don't see who this is possibly aimed at, other than maybe Alan Sugar himself.
I'd be more impressed if they called like Call of Duty to it.
Yeah. Where's GTA 5 for the Irish edition?
The Brazilians ported Duke Nukem over to the Mega Drive.
That's cool.
That's Duke Nukem.
Which one? 3D?
Well. The first one, whatever the first one was.
Yeah, 3D, I think.
And
Wow, pretty cool.
I know it's a bit of a cliche, but Doom do 40 to everything.
Amstrad.
Is there a Amstrad GX4000 version of Doom?
I don't believe there is, but there is a GP32 version, which I know that handheld I've done on my channel like a few weeks ago. So there are Doom on really obscure systems.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think this is just to get the attention of people like you.
It's not made me want to play the game on there, but it has made me want to play Duke Nukem.
Yeah, that's what we can take away from this. Is, I actually just want to go play Duke Nukem.
I used to love it. I used to play around my friend's house after school. I was like,
So to summarise this video, don't play Amstrad GX4000, just play Duke Nukem instead.
Don't fall for the hipster marketing.
Or if you've got a Master System, you should play it on that.
What's the best Duke Nukem game?
I don't remember when it was. I only played the PC version. We used to go to kid. I don't really see very often. It was like, one of them kids that was a novelty to sleep around the house because their parents would never let you. So yeah, we used to get like every so often.
Do you remember all of these visits?
No, not really.
Was there? Did they have
blank them out?
Did they have a GX4000 at their house?
They could have. I wouldn't have known what it was. I would have thought it was just a model spaceship.
Oh, I like your phone pop.
It was a PC version of Duke Nukem around 1995 or 6 or whatever.
3D, I reckon.
But yeah,
It was 3D at least.
Yeah.
Amstrad GX4000. Do we thumbs up for Sonic for this?
I can't give an opinion.
No,
I thumbs up for the entrepreneurianism. Well, that's not even a word.
Entrepreneurs!
I guess really,
Thumbs down, you could just play on the other console.
I guess really our opinions don't really matter. It's down to the general public. So with that
We're not the general
said,
public then.
I think
This isn't even marketed to the general public because they won't be able to buy it.
I'm still curious to hear what the comment section have got to say. That's all.
I bet they're all going to go, what?
That was probably how going to pronounce the same wrong.
Yeah. Is it the
It's
real
Amstrad.
You mean Sonic?
What's Sonic?
Sonic Adventure?
I'd rather just play an Atari 2600.
Yeah. Irish edition Slim Junior.
Yes. I think I should do a video on the Atari Irish edition.
I want to see it. I want to see that so much.
No,
I
that
don't believe
is
that's a real thing.
a video for the future. So this has been Beyond the Hat. Find these boys on the Top Hat chat channel and
And I will be.
and where we find you again?
Just ignore me, I'm just here to fill numbers.
I want to exploding music syndrome.
That's it.
Bye. So Mike's been practicing Ninja Gaiden a lot lately, and he wants to show me him beating the game. So let's go.
Alright, as we start this, we're not going to have any cuts in this episode, so no editing involved here, just because I want you to see the full thing from beginning to end.
I think we did that once with Super C.
That's the only time. How well did we do? Because with 2 players, it's tough.
Super C is tough.
Yeah.
We did beat it, but I don't think we beat it together. I think you ended up beating the game, but I think I made it to the last stage, but then I died or something.
Okay. Yeah, with 2 players, it's really hard. The Super C, I know I used to kind of do sort of what you're doing, where like I practiced one game for a while. I haven't had any time in like years, but I was planning on doing a Super C video because I think I could, if I practiced enough, I may be able to beat it without dying once.
Right, deathless.
I've never actually done it, but I've beaten each level before without dying. And I think my longest streak, I made it to level 5 without dying once.
Right.
So I may give it another shot. But Ninja Gaiden,
Not cool.
I remember this game was one of the hardest games I ever played. So I think it's really impressive that you can beat it.
Right.
Because something I learned about this game, which is really important, is that after I did the nerd episode, I realized one of the reasons why I had a hard time with it was because if you die on the final boss, and when I say final boss, I mean like, there's 3 forms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to beat 3 different forms of the boss. But in between
Shit.
those bosses, on your first run, it will refill your health. Apparently, like it refills your health, right? Like when you
Yes.
like yeah,
The first time you get there,
yeah.
it'll refill your health.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if you die on the boss once, and then you get to the boss the second time, it stops refilling your health.
Right.
Which is very unusual. I've never heard of a game that does that. I mean not to mention it
It
also
punishes
sends
you.
Yeah, so basically it punishes you more for not being perfect.
Yeah, it's like if you
Yeah.
do you suck? Well then,
Yeah,
fuck you.
we're gonna make
Yeah.
it even harder.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I were to go back, my advice would be if you don't beat the boss the first time, just hit reset and start over.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Not to mention it sends you back to 6-1, right?
Yeah. However, the only thing about it is though, you need to learn how to fight those.
Good
those
grief!
last
I don't know
two
how to pick those
forms.
things up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, until you know how
Yeah.
to beat them, I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend
Yeah.
keep doing it until you know how to do it. But once you know how to beat it,
Yeah, and who would know their first time? It's like it's just brutal, this game.
yeah. Well, this is meant to be played a lot,
Mhm.
over and over and over and over, which I've been playing
Yeah.
over and over and over.
But that's just weird. It's like, okay, refill your health only on the first
Again, this is
try,
my first
and then
time
every other try, stop doing it. Like,
playing
that's
Gunstar Heroes.
just, like no game
Ah.
does that. That's where I think this game is really flawed and
Damn it!
yeah, it's like that's just a weird decision, But the difficulty itself, it's like okay, well, it's like fine, be difficult. So you got to practice over and over again because that's what a lot of the best games are about.
Yeah.
It's about practice. But,
right.
But to do something, shitty like that, it's just weird. I also remember really trying too because I didn't know that my first time. But when I was doing the nerd episode, which was my first time actually trying to beat the game,
Okay.
it was part of the plot because the ninja was supposed to train me and then I beat the game.
I want to show you something.